Well, I'm going to do one final garden update here. As you can see, my garden was a disaster this year. I got way behind because of work and everything else going on. Weeds just took over from this compost I put in. There was a lot of weed seed in it. I expected that. I should have covered with the plastic like I do. I get big sheets of plastic from our feed piles and I cover the whole thing and keeps the weeds down. I don't know if I got any tomatoes. I had a lot of bush. There was a few tomatoes, but they were rotten. I don't know whether they got the blight or what, but the tomatoes were getting rotten as fast as I could find them. Starting to ripen. I do got some peppers here. I thought they were probably gone too, but they're looking good. I'll pick a few of these. I thought they was hot peppers. I ain't had any out of my own garden here, but I've had a couple from my brother's garden. They did pretty good, so we'll pick a few of them and give them a try. I'm going to try digging some potatoes here in a minute. I'll try to throw that in the video. Believe it or not, there is potatoes in there. Hopefully there's something. The squash, yeah. The zucchinis, I got a few. What do we got? Rabbit critters in here gnawing on some stuff. You can put them in a pot too. Hey, look, I actually got a pumpkin. Okay, it's an ugly looking pumpkin, but I'll keep my wife happy. She wanted to know if I had any pumpkins. Look at these weeds, ragweed, thistles. It was horrible. I did get a bunch of cucumbers. I wanted to make some pickles, but I just never got to it. Hey, look, there's another pumpkin. That one's kind of rotten. Dig around here, there might be something. I was hoping for some birdhouse gourds, but yeah, there's some vines growing all up everything, but yeah, man, one little one right there. It don't look like big enough to make a birdhouse out of, but we'll give it a try. I'll let it dry. What I do is I hang them up. I hang them up in my little shed and let them dry over the winter. What do we got here? Another little pumpkin. I did get a couple. I didn't think there was any. All kinds of blossoms, but I didn't think any of the fruit was setting. I heard from other people because it was such a wet summer that they had the same problem. I did get about a dozen ears of sweet corn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No. Oh, look at here. We did get one good birdhouse gourd. There's a nice one. Long neck on it. I'll hollow. I dry, like I said, I hang these in the shed, dry them over the winter. And the next summer I'll take my Dremel tool and I'll cut a little hole, stick a coat hanger in there, rattle it around, pull out the seeds, and yeah, there's some dried pulp and stuff in there. I clean them all out, put a hole through the top, make a wire hanger for them. I don't know if there's any hanging in the tree here. It's been a few years since I grew one. Used to always have one hanging in this tree around the yard. And I'll get them tree swallows, love them. But, neighbor dog coming over to say hello. Okay, yeah. Hey, look at that. We got two birdhouse gourds. Had a total failure. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Yeah, it's a little bit of you. Yeah, I'll get them pulled up. See what we got at the end. Let me get my taters dug. Yeah, for the most part, I got the weeds pulled back. Stuck the fork in, and things look pretty good, so I thought I'd do a live action dig here. There they go. You see them when I see them. Ain't the biggest taters I ever grew, but yeah, they do pretty good. That was rotten. A little mushy. Stick another spade full here. Oh, look at that. Right up on it. Looks like I'll get a few I got a few more dug up here. I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, here's a little follow-up on this vid here. All the potatoes I harvested. Now the thing is I had a bag of potatoes. If you watch one of my earlier garden videos when I planted these, I had an old bag of potatoes, you know, buy them to Wally World. Started to sprout in the bag, so I stuck them in the ground, and I was told you can't grow potatoes like that. You can't grow potatoes from store-bought potatoes. Well, I turned like this much potatoes and all this. We just throwing them in the ground and raking up a little hill, and that was it. I didn't do nothing else to them. Now I'm going to leave them out here on this table. Hopefully we get some sunny weather here. An old timer recently told me, leave your potatoes out in the sun for a couple days. I don't know, it does something to the skins and dries them out a little bit or something, so they last longer. But hell, I could eat these potatoes in a few days. Like, you know, I ain't trying to survive the winter on what I grew, just a little hobby. Here's some of the peppers. I grabbed a couple handfuls of them. I'll take some of them in tonight. My daughter loves peppers. Hopefully she'll like them. I did get 2 decent birdhouse gourds. I got 1 pumpkin. The one big one in the garden, it was mush. I went to pick it up. The bottom was mush. 2 little birdhouse gourds. Yeah, they, you know, decorative if anything. So I'll get them hung up, let them dry out. What you do is you just, I'll tie a rope around here or something, hang them in either my little shed out back or right in the garage. Oh, there's a tater on the ground. And they'll get all slimy on the outside. And they look just nasty. You don't want to do them in your house. They'll actually drip some on the ground, but then they just sweat all that moisture out from inside. So, and then come spring, they'll all be dry, and rattle them around, and like I said, just knock a hole in them, and I'll put a hole through here with a coat hanger wire or something, hang them in the tree. Okay, there's my final garden video. Thanks for watching.